Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to take you through my zero to profit dropshipping journey. That's right, from starting with absolutely nothing to creating a steady stream of passive income through dropshipping. So grab a coffee, sit back, relax, and let's dive in. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video about building your own online business. Alright, let's jump into it. So, to kick things off, let's talk about where I started. You see, like many of you watching, I was working a regular 9-to-5 job, and I was stressed. I felt stuck in a cycle of working for someone else, grinding through long hours, and barely getting ahead financially. I wanted freedom, both time and financial freedom. That's when I stumbled across dropshipping. I had heard a lot about it but had no idea where to begin. The idea of selling products without holding inventory sounded like a game changer. No upfront costs, no inventory, just setting up an online store, marketing it, and getting orders. Simple, right? Well, it wasn't exactly that simple, but let's break it down and see how I went from absolutely zero to making a profit. Now, before I launched my store, I spent days, maybe weeks, researching. I watched videos, read blog posts, and explored other people's journeys. Here's what I learned. The first thing you need to understand is that dropshipping is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It requires time, effort, and, most importantly, strategy. Some of the things I researched were choosing a profitable niche, finding reliable suppliers, and creating a website that actually converts visitors into paying customers. But let me tell you, at first, it was overwhelming. I was bombarded with so much info that I didn't know where to begin. But then, I decided to break it down into bite-sized pieces. Let me share how I chose my niche and suppliers. Picking a niche was one of the hardest things. Everyone says you need to focus on passion, but let's be real. If you're passionate about something no one is interested in, you won't make money. So, I took a different approach. I looked for niches that were both trending and had real demand. I used tools like Google Trends and Keyword Planner to find out what people were searching for. I didn't go with the first niche I saw. I tested out a few options, keeping in mind what products I could actually market to people who would buy them. So, after some trial and error, I went with a niche that's both growing and has low competition. I won't give away too much just yet, but trust me, finding the right niche is key. Now that I had my niche, it was time to set up my online store. I chose Shopify to build my store, but you can use platforms like WooCommerce or BigCommerce if you prefer. Shopify made it easy for me to get started with templates and a user-friendly interface. I chose a simple yet professional-looking theme for my store. I didn't want to overcomplicate things, and I made sure to include things like product descriptions, good quality images, and trust badges to build customer confidence. One thing I learned early on is that customer experience matters. Your website should be easy to navigate and mobile-friendly, because most people shop from their phones these days. Now, let's talk about suppliers. I went with AliExpress at first, but there are other suppliers you can use, like Oberlo, Spocket, or Sale. Who I focused on finding suppliers with high ratings and a history of on-time delivery. One of the biggest mistakes I made early on was choosing suppliers without doing enough research. Some of my first orders were delayed because I didn't look into their delivery times. That was a huge lesson for me. So, I became more meticulous. I looked for suppliers with great reviews, good communication, and fast shipping times. This is key for creating a good customer experience. Alright, now it's time to talk about marketing, because what good is a great product if no one knows about it? This part was a bit tricky at first, but I learned a lot along the way. I started with Facebook ads, which I found to be a great way to target a specific audience. I also used Instagram influencers to promote my products, and I quickly realized that building a brand presence on social media was essential. At first, I spent a lot on ads with little to show for it, but after testing and optimizing, I was able to scale up the ads that were bringing in sales and cut back on the ones that weren't. Now, let's talk about that magical moment, the first sale. The day I got my first order, I was ecstatic. It felt like all my hard work was finally paying off. I was so excited, but I knew that making one sale didn't mean I was done. I had to keep optimizing my ads, adding new products, and improving my store. Over time, I refined my process, optimized the website, and expanded to new channels like Google Ads and TikTok ads. My revenue started growing, and soon, I was able to automate a lot of the processes, like order fulfillment and email marketing. And after a lot of hard work, persistence, and testing, I finally reached the point where I could say I was making passive income. That doesn't mean I stopped working, but it did mean that the systems I had put in place were running on autopilot. Today, my business is profitable, and it runs smoothly with minimal day-to-day effort from me. I spend most of my time optimizing, testing new products, and scaling. So, what are the biggest lessons I learned along the way? 1. Choose the right niche. Don't go for a random niche just because it's trending. Make sure it's something with long-term potential. 2. Test and optimize ads, products, and even your website need constant tweaking. What works for someone else might not work for you. 3. Focus on customer service. Your reputation matters, so always strive to provide the best experience possible. To wrap it up, building a dropshipping business isn't a walk in the park. It requires hard work, dedication, and a lot of learning along the way. But if I can do it, you can too. I've gone from zero to profit, and now, you have the blueprint to do the same. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe if you want more content on building a profitable online business. See you in the next one, and good luck with your dropshipping journey.